This is the lecture for section 4.1. Evaluating an exponential function. The exponential function f of x equals 42.2 times 1.56 to the x power models the average amount spent, f of x, in dollars at a shopping mall after x hours. What is the average amount spent to the nearest dollar after 4 hours? So what they're asking you to do in this problem is to evaluate that function if x equals 4. Okay? So f of 4 equals 42.2 times 1.56 to the 4th power. Remember, using your order of operations, you need to do 1.56 to the 4th power first if you don't do it all at the same time. Yep. Watching what numbers I put in. And then taking that times 42.2 gives me $249.93, but it tells me to round to the nearest dollar, so it's approximately $250. Okay, to graph the function f of x equals 2 to the x, just do an XY table. Okay, stop, please. Or, remember, you can graph it in your calculator by hitting the y equals. So I'm going to do -3, -1, 0, 1, and 3. So 2 to the -3 power is 1/8. 2 to the -1 is 1/2. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the first is 2. And 2 to the third is 8. So at -3, I'm barely above the y-axis. At -1, I'm about halfway between 0 and 1. At 0, I'm at 1. At 1, I'm at 2. And at 2, I'm at 8. So anytime you graph an exponential function, it's going to approach, I'm going to change this color, the y-axis. For the most part, it's going to be, but it's not going to touch it unless you have something added or subtracted to move it up or down. Okay? What about 1/2 to the x power? Again, I'm going to pick the same values. Punch it in your calculator if you need to. 1/2 to the -3 is going to be 8. 1/2 to the -1 is going to be 2. 1/2 to the 0 is 1. 1/2 to the 1 is 1/2. And 1/2 cubed is 1/8. So at 3, I'm at 1 over 8. At 1, I'm at a half. At 0, I'm at 1. Whoop, I did that wrong. At 3, no, I didn't. Okay, I was good. Okay, at negative 1, I'm at 2. And at 3, that's what, at negative 3, I was trying to go down. I'm up here at 8. So again, my graph follows the same type of exponential curve. Okay? Okay, the gray wolf population. Insatiable killer. That's the reputation of the gray wolf acquired in the U.S. in the 19th and 20th century. Although the label was undeserved, an estimated 2 million wolves were shot, trapped, or poisoned. By 1960, the population was reduced to 800 wolves. The exponential function f of x equals 1,145e raised to the 0.0325x models the gray wolf population of the western Great Lakes X years after 1978. According to the model, what was the gray wolf population rounded to the nearest whole number of the western Great Lakes in 2014? Now remember, X equals the number of years after 1978. So if I do 2014 minus 1978, okay, that's 36 years. So I'm looking for f of 36, or I want to put a 36 in place of the variable. Plugging it into my calculator. Remember, second ln gives you e to a power if you can't find it. And I get 3689 0.18, or approximately, because it says the nearest whole number, 3,689 wolves. Okay?